Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Midweek Creations. This week I've got something different for you. I'm in a creative world and built this recently, and it looks like a giant obsidian bunker, and essentially it is a player trap which they cannot escape in any way, shape or form unless they have a diamond pickaxe on them. So it's quite a cool trap, and it's especially useful on vanilla where there's no teleporting or home or spawning. So it works like this. You have a nice room in here, and this is basically all bait. You could line these walls with anything, but behind this is all obsidian. And there's the chest, there's the bait essentially. So any person who comes in is going to come in, and they may not notice these because this line of the oak log sort of disguises the edge of that pressure plate there, and the pressure plate's all along there, so it's even harder to notice. So from here you may not even notice they are there at all. So you come in, you walk in, the click and the hiss, and then you turn around and you're trapped. That's right. You're now just buried in here. And of course, the chest has nothing in it. Now, if I hop over to... well, no, I don't need to hop over to survival mode, but essentially, obsidian up there, obsidian down there, obsidian there. It's everywhere. It is literally everywhere. Even under here, where you'd think the cable has to exit, it actually only goes into an obsidian block, and there's another repeat on the other side which receives the current, so it's still, contained, and that goes the same along that way. And there's no way out of this place. Everything is lined with obsidian, so it's the perfect trap for a recruit player, for catching griefers mainly. Although they may see this coming, it's quite useful. The only benefit of this would be it would prevent them from playing. They'd either have to ask for help, thereby admitting that they're in somewhere they shouldn't be, or they'd have to just log off and maybe not come back, or maybe come back later when you've cleared up. So this works by, you'll notice, oh hello, got to trip that again, hang on. Right. Okay, so this is one of the current defects of the system. It creates this water stream outside. But that was why I had those doors there, it stops that. So, there were paintings here before, and now there's dispensers. The dispensers were there the whole time. And what happens is, if I just refill all these gaps back in, darn. Oh, good. Like that. No. Oh, darn. I did not mean to. Got to rewire that now. So that runs along there. And like that. That's all sealed. Close all that up. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam. Okay, no pressure plates for the moment. So basically, this is a obsidian generator. And at the moment it's the only way I can figure out of getting obsidian to behave the way I want it to. You can't push it with pistons or by any other means, and so that means the only way of getting obsidian where you want it is to have the source block next to where you want it. Basically the source block will come out here and it will be turned into obsidian immediately. Better if I do a demonstration. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4 buckets. We're going to need some paintings, and probably going to need some obsidian, because to get the painting onto this block here, we need to remove it first. Place a temporary block, massive painting. Quickly remove it and replace that. Put the water back in, and so on. Now I just realised I didn't fill up those while I was there. So lava into each of those, and case it up. Lava into that one. There's water in those already, so get rid of that. Like that. Replace, fill, and seal. Alright, so that's the trap armed and ready. So now if I come over here and I position myself so you can see what's going on, basically lava will shoot out those two, the water will shoot out those two, and it will immediately change the lava into obsidian. In some cases, I'm not sure how often, but it should work. The water blocks get sucked back into the dispensers. I haven't yet perfected it. It works on the top ones but not on the bottom ones at the moment. So if I just stand here, so at a single go, for some reason it's doing that, which is mighty odd. And I need to get rid of those. Okay. So essentially it just blocks off this entire corridor, and there's no way in or out. No matter how many blocks they destroy in this section, they're always trapped. Which is of course the objective of the trap in the first place. You can have this buried into the side of a mountain, or part of the basement in your house, or maybe the first room in your house, like a distraction room. So if this is one of the first, for example, say your entrance is here, and you come down, so front door's there, you come in, and the first thing they'll see is this storage room of sorts. And if you theme it correctly, the presence of the obsidian shouldn't be obvious. You know, if you make it so, say your carpet is obsidian, you know, disguise this more. And of course you could wrap the inside of the case as well with another material. It does use quite a lot of obsidian, probably about 4 stacks in total for this build. I don't know for sure because it's creative. And yes, so disguise it in any way you see fit. And the wiring is incredibly simple for this. You've got the redstone wire I showed a moment ago. Come on, jump. There we go. Redstone wire I showed a moment ago, which goes into that obsidian block, which then comes out again and travels all the way along here, goes in there and up to there and to the repeaters which power the dispenser there and there, and the ones below there and there. Now it also goes off this way. Nope, this way. And this is to create a pulse in the signal, so it will fire once and then fire again, or at least it should do, depending on how long the player is stood on the pressure plate for. And that should, in most cases, act to suck the water back in. So the effect should be minimal on the outside, but that was why I had these doors here, and I suggest you do something the same, so that any water which doesn't get retracted is contained within this chamber. Right, and that is pretty much it for a mini build. If you'd like to see other similar designs, similar builds, I'm definitely up for tasks or challenges if people can set me one For example, if you say try and make a door which functions as X, Y or Z and try and get it to work, I will definitely have a go at it. So leave any suggestions for other builds you'd like to see done on the midweek, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.